As we have spoken about previously on this channel, the Kray twins have influenced a lot of different media outlets. One I didn't talk about, so we will discuss in this episode, is books. I'm Lucy Leanne, and this is Kray Twins in the Media Part 2. There have been multiple books written about the twins over the years due to the notoriety of the twins themselves and their case. I have myself 5 books by the twins, and so far I've only read one. The first book that I got and read was this one, Secrets of the Krays, and it's called My Life in the Firm. It's quite an interesting book because it tells you things that you wouldn't have necessarily thought about the twins and tells you insights, and for me it's good as well because it's got large text. So this is a really interesting book. I would recommend reading it if you are, like me, interested in the Kray twins or you want to know what the deal is. The book that I am currently reading is called Our Story, and it's actually written, well, I say written, it's by the twins and it's written with some help of someone else, but it's all their own words, their own stories. I'm only 2 chapters in so far, and that's how far I've actually got. And it's really interesting how the book is laid out because some chapters, both of them have contributed, some of them only one of them has, and overall I just think it's like a very interesting read. So again, I'm only 2 chapters in, but I'd recommend it to anyone interested in the Krays. The book I'm going to read next is called Getting Away with Murder. Now, I don't know too much about this one, except it just says the Kray twins were convicted of 4 murders, but in reality the death's number 10. It's obviously, I don't know too much about it, but it looks like it's all set out similar to the other 2 books that I've read. Well, I say reading, but I'm quite interested to read this, and I will update you when I have finally read it because I'm the world's slowest reader. The other books I've got is written by someone that actually married Ronnie while he was in prison, because in the UK, I don't know about the rest of the world, you can do that. You can marry someone while they're in prison, because both twins actually married in prison. Ronnie twice, Reggie only the once. I pointed the wrong way around there because I'm special. But this is from the perspective of obviously one of Ronnie's wives, and it looks quite interesting because it says it's the real story inside the Kray Empire, and it'll be nice to hear it from someone that married into it. So again, I will update you when I've read it, because I haven't yet, because again, world's slowest reader, but I'm looking forward to it. It looks like quite a good book, and I forgot to mention with the other books, all of them seem to have pictures inside them, so that's something you don't really see too often in books really, but I quite enjoy having pictures of, especially if it's a real life, yeah, if it's like a biography or autobiography, I enjoy seeing pictures in the book because it really sort of brings it together. The final book I got is called The Krays, The Prison Years, and it's all about the twins' years in prison. Obviously, they went to prison before they were like a big name gangsters because they avoided national service, in and out of prison a lot until obviously they were imprisoned for the rest of their lives. But this looks quite good because it will sort of, I think, tie more of it together for me, so it gives it a more rounded picture. This one doesn't have pictures like them ones do. However, I do think that in this kind of instance, talking about prison, that kind of makes sense, and it wouldn't work if there were pictures, because yeah, you could possibly put in like headshots or whatever, but I just think it's better to leave them out. Whereas, as I showed you, this one in the middle, if I can find it, it's got pictures. Like obviously I've opened it to headshots, which could have gone in that one, but yeah, I just think in this case it wouldn't have made sense. But again, looking forward to reading this book. If you've read it or any of these, let me know what you think. But again, I'm a really slow reader, so it may take a while before I can actually tell you the whole thing of these books and make a more in-depth about them. No doubt at that time I will have bought more books or watched documentaries or whatever, but books I think are a good way to go, because facts can get twisted in like film or TV news, but books tend to be more factual. So I'm quite looking forward to reading these and finding out what is quite true, especially this one. I've got all the books here next to me that I've got, because obviously this was from the twins' perspective, as I said, so hearing what they thought and what they said and about what they did, it seems like a really good thing to read. If you know of any other books I should read about the Krays, it'll probably take me a while to get around to it, but I will get there eventually. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you thought of this video, if you want to go out and read any of these books, or just let me know if you're more interested in non-fiction or fiction books, because for me, I personally prefer non-fiction stuff like this, because it's about real people and you learn more, whereas fiction is all stories and obviously, because, you know, special brain here. But also when it comes to these sort of books, let me know if you prefer non-fiction that are about like criminals or about pop stars, singers, just so I can sort of see who my audience are, so I can get to know you more. Anyway, I have been Leanne. This has been Krays in the Media Part 2. Let me know if you want to know any more about the Krays in the comments down below. If there's anything in particular you want to know that I haven't covered yet. I will cover other cases, but there are so many things to talk about when it comes to the Krays that I'm just so invested in at the moment. Other things that tie in with the Krays will come up, like certain prisons maybe, or certain hospitals, but yeah. Anyway, leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're not already. Hit the notification bell. I will see you in the next video. See you later. Love ya. Bye.